Good morning. Welcome to day 55 of our physical health journey with Laura. And you might be asking, where was day 54? So, my profuse apologies. Yesterday, I had to get up at like 6 o'clock to be able to make it before rush hour traffic to school. And then I had to take a contracts final in law school. And uh, I have to also live my life, and I just never got to have the opportunity to exercise. So that is the first in 54 days that I did not have a chance to at least do a little yoga stretch or I do get a little bit of exercise walking. I try to take the stairs as much as possible, and hopefully you do too. So let's make up for it today. We're not going to go too hard, but we'll start standing and get a little movement in. So let's first just start letting your hips go. And you can kind of add to it, they call it somatic yoga, where you're doing the movements that feel good in your body today. And then let's get our arms going a little bit. You might not look just like what I'm doing. It might feel better for you to get more movement or maybe less. And if you are like wheelchair bound, then that's fine. You're sitting in your chair and get the movement in that you can with your upper body. And the same thing goes for those of you who might have like frozen shoulder syndrome, which has plagued me twice in my life. And so if your arms are not able to move, we'll just keep them down to the sides and be very careful with them. And then see a physical therapist. There are exercises to do, and there's exercises we'll be doing here that are things that I was taught by a physical therapist to do for my frozen shoulder syndrome. And a chiropractor, and one arm relieved itself, and the other arm I had to get manual manipulation under anesthesia, and I wish I remembered the doctor's name, but he was wonderful. So, okay, so now let's bring our arms, if you can, up over your head, and then I'm going to turn a little bit. You don't have to, but I turned my mat so that you could sometimes see what it looks like from the side. So we're going to do some salutations to the sun. Now I should probably turn around so I'm facing the sun. But for argument's sake, we're going to exhale down and just hold down. Now let's bring our feet a little bit closer together. So there is a few inches between them. And now you're feeling that stretch behind your thighs. And then take your fingertips to the ground and lift up so your back is straight, and that's called monkey's pose. And then exhale and bring yourself into that forward fold again. And this round, we're just going to lift up. So if you have a strong lower back already, come in a reverse swan up. If your back is still a little weak, roll up one vertebrae at a time. So the swan dive looks like this. And the roll up, well, you know how to roll up. Okay. So now let's bring the hands down into the chest, heart center. And let's do that exact thing one time, adding in the breath. So we breathe in, exhale out. Inhale, exhale out, fold. And inhale, I'll do the roll up this time. And exhale, hand center. And now we're going to add in a little bit more. So we're going to go inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, looking halfway up, exhale down. Now here's where we're adding. You're going to walk back one leg and walk back the other. So you're in a plank position. Now, you might not be able to hold this. Come down to your knees. We're going to do a chaturanga now, which you might not be able to do if you're on your feet. So then come down to your knees. Now you're going to scoop your chest and your chin down so that they're leading as you come down. That's hard for me, but it will get easier. So, and then lift up into a cobra, a low cobra. And I know I look like Cousin It at this moment. Okay, and now we're going to press back into a child's pose. Again, if you have issues with your shoulders, then just bring your arms to the sides. Otherwise, this is one of those exercises that's great to relieve your shoulders if they are freezing up. Kind of a preventative action. And then come up to your hands and knees. And you're going to tuck your toes under and lift your hips up. And then we're going to walk the feet back up to the hands. Eventually, we might be jumping our feet up to our hands. But for now, let's do the walk. And then we're going to either roll all the way back up or do the reverse swan up and to heart center. Okay, your hair out of your face. Let's do that one more time. Well, I say one more time. You might have enough energy for two. So let's go hands up, over, lift up to monkey, and back down. Walk your legs back. Start with the left this time, then the right. If you need to, come down to your knees, and then you're going to do a reverse push-up called chaturanga, and then scoop up a little bit into a low cobra. We're going to push back again to child's pose. We're doing a little quicker now. We're going to come up to our hands and knees, tuck the toes, and lift the hips up, and then walk the feet towards the hands. Reverse swan up or roll one vertebrae at a time. Hands to heart center, hair out of the face, and let's do it one more time. So, just to make up for yesterday, the guilt. Let's go up, over, halfway up, and over. Walk back the feet. We're going to come down to the knees if you need to. Lower down, scoop up to cobra, all the way through to child's pose. Hands and knees, tuck the toes, press hips up, and walk the feet into the hands. And that was a really nice roll up or swan, reverse swan up. That was a really nice sequence. It's called Salutation to the Sun. We'll add movements in as we progress. We'll take out the child's pose and add in something a little bit more active. But for now, you could feel really good that you did that. And welcome morning, welcome sun. So let's do this balancing pose we've been working on. And so you're going to bring the right leg out in a kickstand position. You can bring the foot up to your calf. You're opening the palms forward. Now, if you concentrate on one spot with looking, with your vision, then that's going to help you. Holding your abdomen tight is going to help with balance. Now, if you feel very comfortable here, and you know you're not going to fall over real easy, then you can work your foot up or use your hand to help you lift it. She says she falls over. And so you're going to try for that position if you're comfortable. Otherwise, stay down. I'm not doing so well today. All right, let's do the other side. That was not my dominant side because I go opposite of you. So here we are with the left leg out in kickstand position. You can bring it up to the calf. That's good. If you feel sturdy, you can try to bring that left foot into the right thigh. Hold there. This should be nice, relaxing, just hanging out, talking to your friends. Okay. Where we're going with this, after you feel comfortable with that foot in the inner thigh, and now I might not be able to do this, but I'm going to try to demonstrate it just to show you where we're headed. And this might not happen for you real soon, but it's to take two fingers around your big toe and then out to the side, and eventually, voila. So that's where we're headed. Okay, I feel like I'm drunk. Like, rah! Okay. So let's do a little qigong. And so we're going to start just doing a twist from side to side. And I think we'll take our feet out about shoulder distance apart. Get a nice swing going. Okay, and now you know it's the happy bouncy thing. Okay, so you're letting your knees and your hands and your elbows, everything gets to go. All right. And now we're going to take our head, roll it to the front, roll it the other way. Okay. All right, and we're going to bring the shoulders back. Four times, and now we're going to bring the shoulders rolling forward. It's a little harder. It takes like some thought. Okay, and now taking the left hand up and reaching it towards your right shoulder or your right shoulder blade in the back. Turn. You're going to take that left hand. Now, I don't have my strap with me today. I'm going to use my hair. But you can take a strap to make it easier, and you're just trying to reach your fingers towards each other. And then we'll take that loose. Now take the other arm up And we're reaching again. Okay. Let that loose. All right, now let's take the feet out at about the distance of your mat. And then we're going to lower ourselves down, kind of like you're playing baseball. Okay. And then when you can reach the ground, use your hands to make sure that you don't fall over. And we're going to stay in this squat. And if you have blocks, and that would make it easier for you, put a block underneath you. That makes it more stable, less work like on your muscles, building strength, but it helps you to get the stretch more. So you give up the strength to add to the stretch. And eventually, you may be able to do both at the same time. And then when you feel ready, and you can always pause and stay in one pose longer. When you feel ready, take the block out if you have the block. Use your hands to help you down. And now you're just facing the front of your mat. And we'll do one last forward fold because we did quite a few of them at the beginning. So we're going to forward fold, hold the pose. Let the backs of your legs stretch. Now breathe in. And as you exhale, try to come just a tiny bit forward. Yeah. I am very flexible. I'm diagnosed as on the autism spectrum. And one of the questions they ask when they're diagnosing is, are you really super flexible? So yeah, I am. But if you're here touching your knees, that's fine. Whatever your body does, that is wonderful. So, you should push yourself to your own edge. For me, that's going to be trying to reach the bottoms of my feet. For you, it may be trying to get past your knees. All right, and then we're going to walk the hands back, sit up tall. Let's take the left leg, wrap it around the right, take the right arm, wrap it around the left knee, and twist to the back. These twists are good for digestion. And twisting back, we'll unhook that leg, take the right leg over the left arm around the right knee, and twist to the back. That's Gold Creek behind me. Eventually they'll dam up the dam again, and it will be a lake behind me. But for now, we'll just enjoy the creek and the open area. Okay, now we're going to take it all the way down onto our backs. I'm going to bend my knees and roll it back. Okay. And now we're going to take one leg up and the other leg up. Push the heels up towards the sky. or the ceiling if you're indoors. And now you can stay here as long as 20 minutes. It's a very good exercise, I'm told, to help with your thyroid. But if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous today, we're going to try for the plow position. We'll work towards it. So if that's you, if you want to go further than this, then, and this is called legs up the wall pose. So actually, if you'd like to, you can scooch up next to a wall and lift your legs up. It's a little awkward, but once you get them up, it's very relaxing. And so you could just stay there while the rest of us are trying to get into plow position and get back out of plow position without hurting anything. So what we'll do is bring our feet down, take a block, and stick it underneath your lower back so that you're in bridge. Now, if you are more advanced, I don't know why you'd be doing this program with us, because this is building up from almost nothing. But if you are, and you you can do the bridge without a block, that's fine. You can just use your hands. So otherwise, let's bring up the legs again. One, and then the other. And now let them fall over to where they're coming over your face. Now, as you work towards it, you might be lifting your hips up more. Eventually, we'll have our toes touching the ground behind our head. I know it seems like impossible, but it does happen. Now bring your feet down. One, two, lift the hips up. And if you did not try plow, then it's time to come down and join us with the knees bent and laying on your back. We'll do one more stretch. Let's bring our left foot over the right thigh and then lift the right foot off the ground. Reach through that hole that you've created in this kind of figure four position. And you'll feel the stretch on the side of your thigh through your glutes and your hamstrings. Then bringing that foot down, we'll take the left foot and the right foot on the ground, the right foot on top of the left knee. I got mixed up for a second because I have to say the opposite of what I'm doing. And then hold your left thigh, pulling it in towards your chest. Maybe using your right elbow to push your right knee out. And get that stretch. And then bringing one foot to the ground, the other to the ground, legs straight out. And we're just going to take a nice, restful shavasana. Listen to the birds. So I hope that you'll come back and do this with us on day 56 and on. And make this a habit of getting some exercise every day. If you do happen to have a day like I had yesterday where you just can't fit it in or you're exhausted, listen to your body and let it rest. I like that sound. I'm going to get up slowly, give you a little more time to listen to the birds and the sounds of nature. Sounds like somebody mowing their lawn out in the distance. Thank you.